Welcome, everyone, to the 10th episode of the Exploring Aliveness podcast. Pablo is back from retreat and a bunch of transformation. So, welcome back.
What's up, man? It feels really good to be back. I think it's been maybe a month since we recorded our last episode, maybe more than that. And and I'm having this image of I used to do BMX way, way, way back in the day, and I remember times where I would like stop doing it for a while, and then I would come back and I would look at the track and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, do I still got it? I don't know." And I would just launch and like see what happens. So like that's my current experience right now.
Cool. I've been recording episodes without you,
Mm.
and I missed you, man. Like, this feels like such a staple in my weekly routine of just recording an episode, exploring something, diving deep and processing it with you. That, like, I missed it.
Uh, so there's this new thing where I'm like paying more attention when my tail wags. Right now it's wagging. Yeah. Mm. Um, so I actually saw someone who you recorded an episode with a couple of weeks ago, and they were like, "Oh, I recorded an episode with Samek," and I just felt like what's the description? There was like this warmth at like being with someone that had recorded an episode with you inside of like this container that we built. And there was just like this like immediate like boom, boom, like a connection to you through that like interface. And I'm like, oh, it's so cool that we get to bring our friends in also and like share the space. And now my mind is going to like, wow, what's gonna happen like down the road as like just we keep iterating.
Yeah.
Mm.
I want to see your friends on the pod.
Me too. Oh, wow. I'm really enjoying this like sweet intimate moment that we're having before we launch.
Yeah. So today we're planning on talking about
Mm.
stuckness and
Mm.
just procrastination, just when we're working on projects and feeling stuck, or the story we tell ourselves around not being able to do something, and so on. And yeah, Pablo, what's your relationship with stuckness like?
So I got a live hot one. So I was doing some stuff before this call and that call ended and I'm like, oh, I got 30 minutes left. And then there was this like, ah, I don't want to do a new podcast. And I'm like, oh, cool. What's that about? But what I noticed is like, there was just this like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just like staying right here. Fuck everything else. And I'm like, oh, it almost felt like a red light. Like I just hit a red light in my inner psychology. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I knew that it was best to just like sit down and like move some emotions and then like some clarity got appeared. But slowing down the stuckness moment, there was like I had no choice. No choices were available. Like I didn't know if I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. It's almost like stop everything you're doing and like address the thing. So I'm quite fortunate that I just decided to like move some emotions and like got to some realization. But there's so many moments where like I just stuck and it's almost like as if I'm walking with my dog and he's like he stops and I'm like trying to be like, no, dude, like come on, we're going for a walk. And he's like, fuck you, man, I'm staying right here. And there's something that he wants. So that immediately jumps up when I hear the word stuckness. And I'm curious what comes up for you in that.
Yeah, it's already like creating clarity in my system. So I am planning on giving a talk at agency school about stuckness and being stuck. And I've been writing the script and feeling stuck. And when that happened, I just ran a bunch of experiments with the stuckness that I was feeling. Like
Hmm.
whenever I felt stuck, I went to work out or I did connection, like called a friend, co-worked, played some music. And there was like different things I was doing that would bring a sense of connection back in that allowed for a little bit of movement and a little bit of movement. But like hearing what you said, like it did feel like a red light. Like I was like working on this thing and I had a red light pop up. And the red light was, I don't know what my relationship with stuckness is. And then I'm writing about it. So the red light allowed me to run experiments. So I ran like a shit ton of experiments and I wrote the rest of the talk after I ran those experiments and felt less and less stuck. And the more I ran experiments regarding how I wanted to write, how I wanted to be with myself while in the process of writing, the more alignment and clarity I had regarding like the thing I was stuck on, but also like the parts of me that are here. Feel like there's an experience of trying really hard to be one person or like having one goal or one want and moving forward with that one want, like thinking that I'm this person who has only one want and living life in that way. But over the past week I've like seen so clearly that that's not true. I have many parts. I think most of us do, unless you had like perfect parents and were able to metabolize all your emotions. I have many parts, and each part has a different want and different way that they want to be loved, different goals that they want to move forward in. And a part of me that likes coaching loves writing this article, loves moving forward in this dimension. But if I am just focusing on this one part, it feels like all my other goals, all my other priorities, like all the other parts of me who are interested in other things, they start rebelling. Like I get this like rebellion internally regarding the dominance that this one part has over my reality. And then I feel stuck. And the stuckness is like, hey, Samek, your system, your goals, your priorities aren't straight. Like you're not loving all the parts of you and all your goals. Your life is kind of misaligned right now. And when you shared your piece, it's just like, oh yeah, red light. Something is misaligned right now. Something about how I am living life or moving forward is misaligned. Let's find the alignment before we continue moving forward. And that's what's coming up for me.
Oh, wow. So I just got this like this like feedback from my body, and it's like yay for stuckness, like yay for the red lights. Like how wise is our system that it's like, hold on, bro, something is out of whack and we need to like stop and look at this shit, because like obviously something isn't working. If it were all working at all the time, then we'd just be like I guess ski sloping our way down right to this beautiful mountain. And so I'm like dialing back to that moment I'd had earlier where I felt stuck. I didn't know exactly what was going on. I didn't have like the knowing. I had like the gut knowing that something's off. I'm like, I just feel helpless. So I went in bed, I threw a helplessness tantrum, and then I'm like, wow, I'm really angry. And then like I got angry, and then I'm like, oh, like I'm feeling kind of sad. And then I got on my knees and then I grieved. And then Siri went off, and I'm like, oh, time's up. Podcast right now. And in that moment of transitioning to like meeting you, I was like, oh, there's a part of me that wants to finish this playlist for this girl that I'm developing a beautiful relationship with, and like that wants expression. And I was like, oh, this part of me wants to like edit the pictures from this beautiful trip that I just took 3 weeks ago, and like, oh, and I'm like, oh, and this part of me wants to exercise, and like I really haven't been like giving that space. And I'm like, oh my God, I have like this inner pack of dogs. And sometimes they're not all moving in the same direction. And sometimes one dog is just like dodge-headedly moving in some direction, like taking over the whole pack. And then at other times, some dog is like sitting in the back being like, bro, what the fuck? And then that like halts the whole system. And like, I don't want to like drag him across the fucking floor. Like that just like breaks my heart. Although sometimes I do that. Ouch. And it's like, oh, yeah, what's happening? Can I slow down for a moment? I can. I have like 15 minutes. What's going on? So what I'm learning about stuckness in this moment is like looking at our inner world like a pack of dogs, where like no one specifically is the leader. It's like they're all leading in some way. It's like a rotating leader, and they all matter. And stuckness is like a dog sitting itself put and being like, I'm not moving until like we talk about something. Which is so cute because like I have a dog and I know when he's like, and he's like, turn around. And I'm like, all right, turn around. And because he's been doing that more and more often, when we go for a walk, I've just had to drop the agenda of like, oh, we're going to do the same mile walk that we do. And now it's more like, I'm just going to go up for a walk for the sake of going for a walk. And it can go in any direction. Apparently, now that my dog has like a lot more empowerment and agency, go figure. So all that bubbles up.
I'm feeling my tail wagging. I love that image. It's so good. uh, it's almost like there's one car and each part wants to pilot for their own
Mm,
goals, but we only
mm,
have a limited amount of time.
yeah.
So there is like a inner teamwork, inner negotiation, inner alignment that wants to come. And they all just want to love us. Like every part of me, like one part wants to draw and like make beautiful things. Another part of me wants to record podcasts and do coaching and like write things. Another part of me wants to engineer and like learn the technicalities and stuff. Another part of me wants to play music and
Mm,
just relax. Another part of me wants to learn how to massage better so I can give myself self massages and give my friends. There's like so many parts and they all just want to love in like all these different directions. And they all feel important, but they feel separate. And it's
mm,
like how do we let all of them, like all of me, like how do I let all of me be expressed in a way where they let like my parts, myself moves in the ways that I want to move in the world. And whenever I'm stuck, it's like, oh, well, part of me is not feeling heard right now. And that feels so clear. Like just like reflecting back and forth, it's like, yeah, a part of me didn't feel heard when I was writing that thing. And it was really funny. The thing that unblocked me was I was on a call, like co-working, and I spent the entire like the first 40 minutes of the co-working complaining. Just like fuck, like anger and complaining. And it was all like this really young part of me who wanted connection and play and joy. And he was like, I hate that. I hate that all we're doing is trying to help people and we're not playing, we're not like doing the fun things.
mm,
They have so many expectations for us. And
mm,
I don't care about any of their expectations. That's not about me. I don't care. Like, let me play. Let me be a little kid.
mm,
And it was like, ah. And just in that tantrum, it was like, oh, let's create space for that. And I'm changing my space to allow for him to have more, yeah, more play in my life. Like, as I create more playfulness in my life and a space for my playful side to show up, the parts of me that want to coach and the parts of me that want to be intellectual, like they get more room, they get more space, they get more flow as well because there is an agreed upon time and space for each of us.
mm.
Us.
Yeah. Oh wow, man. I'm just like I'm like in awe right now of like this beautiful complexity that we get to live in and how there is like legit interpersonal relationships between ourselves. And like there's this one part who's like, dude, fuck all that like shit that you're talking about. I want to do this other thing. And then like another part is like, well, fuck you. And like there can be like some inner dynamics happening. And and when you were sharing the piece on like, oh, I just complained for 40 minutes and I got to some clarity that led me to take some actions. I like what sprouted up from me was like, like how critical it is to be like the spacious awareness that knows that complaining is happening, but not getting lost in the complaining, but just like hanging out and letting complaining happen and unravel and like, oh, this is a piece of information that complaining had to say. And and like for me, and dialing back on that experience I was talking about earlier, had I not had the spacious awareness to be like, oh, something isn't working right now, let me go make space for it, I probably would have showed up here and be like, yeah, what's up? And you probably would have been like, what's going on? And then we probably would have had a conversation about it. Um, But what I'm pointing at here is like, can I remain aware of when a part is like really raising its hand and wanting to take over, and just be and like, yes, that too. Oh, yes. Oh, and this other part is like, fuck that. Oh, yes. And like to not really like take any sides or buy into any of their desires or intentions, but to just be like, yes, everything. And like a natural organic group intelligence starts to emerge. And then all of a sudden I'm like, all right, cool. Next week I'm gonna reduce time with people and I'm gonna increase time to do my other stuff, and like we'll run that experiment and see what happens. But without me needing to force like any agenda. There's like this self-organizing thing that happens.
What's coming up is like, wow, like stuckness is a gift. And there's so much more than I thought. Just you reflecting this back to me, it's like, oh, there's certain parts of me that are scared of other parts of me, that are angry at other parts of me, that are resentful at other parts of me. And there's like a whole like ecosystem in here. And like the question that's coming up is like, how much more flow would there be if I just like created like a loving relationship between all the parts of me? Or like every part is not scared of any other part. Where there's every part is empowered, but also is held responsible. That you don't get to you don't get to take over and have your priority be the only thing that's prioritized.
Ugh.
And then there's the other piece of like, yes, there's a lot of parts, but there's also just me. And like, what is that integration? Like all these parts are just parts of me. And it's like, how do I as a person want to show up in the world? And how does that how does that like overarching thing also like trickle down into each of the parts? Like I want to show up as a loving person for everyone in my life. And it's like just watching that trickle down into like every part. And it's like if a part has a want that's maybe contradictory to that, like what is the conversation that I have to have with myself regarding that?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
if there's any misalignment internally, I'm assuming it's going to show up as stuckness, like willpower, like one part is dragging another part to move forward, and there's just like friction. And it is about frictionlessness, like creating as like reducing as much of the friction as possible and developing the tools, developing the space where that's possible.
Man. Hmm. Hmm. You know what's really strongly activated in me is ah, it's like we create our own inner peace and we create our own nirvana, and that's what we get to share with the world. And when there's inner peace because there's this loving, empowering relationship within us with all our parts, then like that's what we're also inviting other people into, because we get to see their parts. We're like, oh, I see a part of you is really scared, or I see a part of you doesn't agree with this, or like clearly something doesn't work for one part of you. Can we speak to that? And it's like, oh my God, this inner facilitation of empowerment gets extended outwards to other people. And the more parts I get to recognize in myself, the more parts I get to recognize in others and speak to them. Ah, wow. And I just feel that like we're crossing this bridge of like, how do we deal with our own parts, and like how's that going on? And then like what starts to happen when we're working with other people and they have their own parts and maybe they're not aware that they're blended with some part to the point that they're just like lost in the sauce, and they're like "Rah," and clearly not consciously complaining, but just complaining maybe even at you. And it's like, oh, like what then?
Oh, one thing I've noticed is what's coming up as you share that is how like that blending piece, like how important it is to develop that spacious awareness. how fruitful it is to be able to be with all parts of yourself without an agenda, and how each of like everyone has access. Like in like IFS, it's called self, but in Zen, it's called original face,
Mm,
and in like Theravada, it's just called awakening, like enlightenment, like the part of you that never changed, that is essentially you, that is also like not you. It's like a part of everyone. It's always there. And I think a lot of this about stuckness is like to be with your stuckness from that place of
mm,
wonder, that sense of bigness and agendedness, like to hold that stuckness without being blended with the stuckness. Like the stuckness is a story. Like we're alive, we're living life, we're moving. Even if we're like gonna go drink water, like we're not stuck, we're doing things. So stuckness is a story regarding like a particular goal, particular set of action. It's like this like very limited small story. And when we buy into it, when we're merged with that story such that we can't see outside of our own
mm,
stuckness, and there's very little I could do, very little we can do to be able to like change our circumstances. So like as you're reflecting this back to me, it's like, yeah, like get in touch or be able to move into that sense of wonder, that sense of essence, that sense of non-agendaed love for whatever story is being told through this vehicle right now. And then in the act of seeing that thing with love, like it's allowed to change, it's allowed to unravel, to give you the peace of misalignment that's causing that stop sign to show up in the first place.
mm. Ah, dude, so beautifully said. Ah, this controversial question is popping up, which I love, and I'm gonna embrace it and speak it. And it's like, well, dude, I'm not enlightened. I don't have access to what you're talking about. What the fuck? That's for those people who meditate for a long time. And what's making me giggle about the question is like, I'm going to stand on the stake and say that everybody has at least 0.0000001% access to that thing, and that it's right here, right now, regardless if you meditate or not. There may be practices and you can do things that cultivate even more access to that, but like it's there. It's not like this thing that we need to earn. It's not this thing oh, it's finally gonna come to me because like I did 20 push-ups or like whatever the thing is, you know?
It's a great way to
Like,
get there in your
yeah,
body, present moment, 20 push-ups.
100 times a day. It's like it's here. It's here, and in my experience so far, many times it's just like layered, super clouded and layered with like all these parts that like we haven't recognized and all these different identities that like show up because of the environments that we live in. And like being able to get like just like a sliver of a taste of that thing that's always present and always with these parts and even inside of them, it's like, uh, wow, I'm about to say this. To me, that's the biggest medicine. Like that little crack in the door with this sliver of light that's just like shining through no matter how dark the stuckness looks like. It's like this like refreshing breath of fresh air that's saying, hey, you're actually not stuck. And stuckness, like as you said, you're just in like some limiting belief, but because like life is always continuously moving. There is no like, oh, hold on, life just got stuck there. No. Ah, yeah.
I'm just like, what more is there to say?
Yeah.
Like that
And
felt so complete for some reason.
I also felt like we just like, and in that hydroplaning, it's like, oh, like I would love to share what I've learned to unstuck myself and like what works for me, what hasn't, what's like I'm continuously refining that process. And so before we hit record, I remember saying, there's a part of me that feels afraid. Boom. There's a part of me that wants to get it right. Boom. There's a part of me that is afraid of being abandoned by you. Boom. And I just kept like taking a step back and back and back. And all of a sudden I was in a, oh, I'm excited for what we're about to do. And like, let's fucking go. Those other parts of me, the fear, the abandonment, the needing to get it right, that was still present, but I wasn't like totally like enmeshed in it. And I call that the stepping back. And like when I can just put words to it, I'm not it anymore. And all of a sudden, like I'm making, this is going to get technical, I'm making the subject of my experience the object. And in doing that, I'm not it anymore. And I can keep doing that enough times until I'm accessing whatever sliver of that like open awareness space, which just gives me so much more choice and fluidity with how I want to engage in this moment rather than just stuck with the like, oh no, I need to get this right. And oh no, that was horrible. That we need to hit stop recording and like no, like I just did that and there was no problem. But there could have been like a strong surge of some emotion had I not realized that that part of me was like strongly present.
Yeah. It's like in a way, like differentiating yourself from the parts, not buying into it, not falling into it. It is also, yeah, it's like, it's something we do with ourselves, but like, it's also something to do with other people. It's like a skill that if someone's in a story, like naming it for ourselves, it's like, oh, you're like in myself. It's like, oh, this is the story you're telling yourself. This is the story you're telling yourself so that we're not bought into it. We're not falling into their reality. But it's also like something that we need to use for ourselves. It's like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
telling myself this story. I'm scared of this. I am scared that I'll have nothing to say. I'm scared of not being insightful. And then like each step back allows like our authenticity to just shine through. Like what's coming up for me as I share that is I remember Great Decisions course, GDC. On the first day, like I felt like a mute when we were going over the exercises. And the first day's exercises is like an introduction. All you do is an introduction from the head, from the heart, and the gut. And the head introduction was very heady, but I did not feel connected at all. The heart
Mm.
introduction was very hearty, but I did not feel connected at all. And then the gut introduction was like, I'm scared that you guys are all judging me. I'm scared that I'll be abandoned by all of you guys. I'm scared that being an old student, like none of you will like me. I just kept going. The gut just kept going. And I went for a minute and I just laughed for the next 30 seconds. And I felt so free. It was like, oh my God, all of these people just witnessed all the things that I was holding that was keeping me from being with them. Like it was the stuckness. It was this wall that I had created for myself that I was so bought into, thinking that like no one can love this thing, no one can even see this thing. So it was like the wall of stuckness and then looking away from it, keeping it there.
Mm.
And like as you name it, it's like, yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
Just look at it and acknowledge that it's there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like such a simple step, but also like such a difficult and important one.
Yeah, absolutely. And because like what I've experienced is like when I'm in it and I'm stuck and like there's a part of me driving, like they're driving. And so by definition, I'm not driving. So it's like whatever they want. And when I'm not in it, it's easy to say, oh, when I'm in it, I'll get out of it. But it's like, no, when you're in it, you're in it. Um, and what's coming up for me is I recently asked someone for help in a way that I've never asked for help before. And like I have this pattern with this is my mom, and I get into like this we called it the black wolf. Black wolf will show up and like I just hate her and I don't want anything to do with her. And I was like, fuck you. And when that's there, historically, I'm just like in it. And there may be some awareness that I'm like in it, but there seems like there's no other choice than to just be totally wrapped in this thing. And she knows that I'm in some funk. I know that I'm in some funk, but I don't want to be disconnected with her because I'm in that. So recently, after I got out of my funk and I cleared the air, I'm like, hey, the next time you see me in a funk, the next time you see me in dark wolf mode, I fully give you permission to like point that shit out. Be like, hey, are you in a funk? Or like, are you triggered? Or like, just whatever language you want to use, but just like poke at it. I'll bet you that that'll be enough for me to be like, oh, wow, yeah, I am in it. I'm going through this process. I'm going to keep working on it. I love you and I'll be back whenever. And like just that, being able to stay in connection with someone that I love while the part is having its moment and its process, like that's new for me. And I'm learning that there's ways in which like the external world and my relationships can support me in de-blending and coming back to that bigger space. So in a weird way, I can't wait till I'm stuck with my mom and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I want to name that like hanging out with stuckness and like seeing what is the stop sign restructures your external world. It's like changing my environment. It's like the stuckness was like, bro, like this space doesn't feel like I can't go and do the things that I want to do. So I'm changing my space. And then it feels so much more like transformative. It's like, oh, I get to go over here to do this thing and get to go into this area of my space to do this thing. And that allows for like a more flow. There's just more flow in my space. And then in relationship, it's like, oh, this relationship feels stuck. It's like name it. Naming it is the first step. And it's like what are all the things I'm scared of, and what are all the scary things I haven't said? What are the elephants in the room that are just like hanging out that you're just not pointing at? And in that the relationship changes and the stuckness goes away. It's like each
Mm.
place there is stuckness, there's also this nugget of wisdom that's saying like this could have so much more alignment. There's a place that I can be vulnerable. There's a place I can love myself deeper. There's a place where I can, in a way, learn how to step out of my ego and into the spaciousness. Like it's almost like
Mm.
every stuckness, every place that there is stuckness is like a gift waiting to be unwrapped.
Oh man, I feel so grateful for stuckness right now. Oh, yeah, there's just so much wisdom in it. And like there's so much love and so much care. It's like it genuinely cares, like so much that it's willing to be like, no, stop, emergency brake. Oh, yeah.
I'm like processing this. Whatever I just said, it's like hitting me.
Yeah.
Wow. It is wow. It's like the universe is giving us gifts endlessly. Do we just speed bump it? Do we push through it? Or do we choose
Yeah.
to unwrap it?
Mm. And what's bubbling up for now for me is that like there's a vulnerability for me to look at the stuckness because like I don't know what's gonna be in there. And maybe it's something as scary as like, hey, my job doesn't work anymore. And maybe that'll lead to me leaving my job, or maybe this one relationship that I'm in isn't working anymore, or whatever, right? Like there's it's new data that's coming up, and that data, like anything can happen with that data. Um, yeah, it's like wow, owning my stuckness. Not only am I grateful for owning my stuckness, but I can understand the vulnerability of owning it since I truly don't know what the message is going to be and what the consequences of using that information will result in. Ah,
It requires such a humility.
oh,
It's like humility, like the humanity of not being perfect. It's acknowledging my imperfection is what a big part of stuckness is. And not only acknowledging it, like looking at it. So here's all the ways I'm fucking up in this relationship. Here's all the ways I'm fucking up in this part of my life.
yeah. Uh,
Ah,
uh,
cringe.
yeah, it really flies in the face of the part that's like, I know what I'm doing. all the time.
Sure.
Tell me how stuck you are, bro.
So stuck. Oh God.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's like bringing me so much joy and clarity as I just share this. I'm like, yeah, I'm stuck in this relationship in these ways, and I'm stuck in my parents' relationship in these ways, and I'm stuck in like career stuff in these ways. It's like, oh my God, I have so many gifts to unwrap. It's like coming up is like, oh my God, there's so many places that I get to learn more about myself. And so many places where I get to acknowledge the parts of me that I haven't yet loved or acknowledged.
Mm.
So many places where my life could be better.
So much alignment, just like sitting all over the place.
And I have so many tools to be with each of the stuckness.
Yeah. Oh. How it's bubbling up for me is like the power of throwing a temper tantrum. And that being like, for me, like the ultimate expression of feeling stuck. It's like, fuck the world. I'm just gonna have a meltdown right here and just like have at it. And uh, I don't regularly do that. I did one today, and it felt so good to just be like totally out of control and not know what's happening and not like humility and like fully surrender to like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing, and that's okay, and just like let the helplessness flow, and then counterintuitively on the other side, it's like, oh, redesign my schedule for next week. Got it.
What's coming up as you share that is I have a closet in this room. I want to noise proof it and
Mm,
create a space that's so, because the reason I don't throw tantrums is like it's a tantrum, it's loud, it's annoying, it's like other bothers other people. But what if I have a space for tantrums in my room
mm,
and I could just like go to my emotional release room and do an emotional release, and then I can parts journal on my journal, and I can lay in my part of my room with a place I can lay down and like give myself a sound bath, and then I have like a space where I have the whole arc. I can give myself the arc. Like I feel stuck. I can do an emotional release. I can journal for integration. No, I can give myself a sound bath and then journal for integration. Like, and then it's all just like around me. So like the
mm,
stuckness has a place. Like the unwrapping process becomes the stuckness is the gift, and the process of unwrapping it becomes even easier and easier and easier. So the stuckness becomes even more of a gift and even more joyful to receive, because it's like, oh, I've created the process to unwrap my gifts. My gifts
uh,
just don't pile up and just keep piling up until like I have a mountain of gifts and I'm too scared to even turn my head. It's like, oh God. Instead of having that, it's like, oh, I have a new gift. Let me unwrap this one and let me unwrap this one. I'm excited about creating a process to be with my stuckness,
mm.
love my stuckness.
Yeah, wow. I'm like sitting with like it's Christmas every day, man.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm wagging my tail so hard.
Yeah, and like what a reframe, right? From like, fuck, man. I don't know what to do. Like just like I just feel so stuck. What do I do? And it's like, no, bro.
Unwrap it. Unwrap it, bro. You got a gift waiting for you.
I will bet you so many people be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't you see how stuck I am?
And I'm like, yay.
Yay for the stuckness.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Oh.
picturing t-shirts that say "Yay for the stuckness," and in the back is like, "Just unwrap that shit."
I would be down to have that as a poster in my wall, like on a wall somewhere. Yay for the stuckness, just unwrap it, and just a gift box.
I love how much we're honoring stuckness right now to like the mega level.
Honestly, it might be like one of the biggest gifts in life. Like oh my god, such a clear sign for more joy, more peace, more like just clarity in life and alignment, more love.
I genuinely can't wait till I feel stuck again.
I have like 5 different things already coming up, and then there's like a part of me that's like what was gonna push it away, and then immediately now is like turning towards it's like, yeah, we can talk about this in this time and think about this later and here, and there's like I want a place I want see and want is coming up. I want a place to write down about the places I'm stuck, so that now I have like a I have a fucking catalog of all my gifts, and then I have a unwrapping process, and then I can just go to the gifts that I want to unwrap and just slowly unwrap them. I feel like there's something about emotional work where like we write down our patterns, and then we're like, oh, I have so many patterns. Oh, I'm such a victim, and I have to go. I have so much work to do. And I feel like there's something around stuckness where I had that as well. Like before this call, I was like, oh, I'm stuck here and I'm stuck. Now, right now, as I'm like receiving this, I'm like, oh my God, I have so many gifts to unwrap. And I'm so glad that it's so clear to me that like it's so clear that there's stuckness here and there's stuckness here. There's like this like gladness and joy and this like looking forward to it.
Oh man. The last thing I thought when we got on this call is that this is where we would be. Like no jokes, I made like tattoo like stuckness some part in my body now.
This is why I missed this podcast, bro. I feel like every episode was this. It's like power dynamics. I love power dynamics. I get to see how to relate to myself better. Pleasure. I love pleasure. Of course, I love pleasure. It's like every difficult topic, every scary topic leads to such a gift because we felt stuck in it and we
Yeah.
unwrapped it in the podcast together. Builds on itself.
This has got so meta at this moment. I'm just like tripping on the meta-ness of what's going on.
It's like the integrity one. Like I feel like I'm lying to myself. It's like I feel stuck there. Let me unwrap it with Samek, and we have like a whole podcast on it.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
like jokes aside, we may need to like rename the podcast. Exploring our stuckness.
Another thing, I feel like wherever we're stuck is the place that's like the most alive. That's where the most aliveness
Fuck.
is, like so clearly. It's like all our energy is going there.
It's like a massive bottleneck. Oh no. What have we done?
Oh god. Oh god. Pablo, I'm stuck.
I may just never take serious when someone says that they're stuck from now on. Let alone myself. Oh fuck. Wow. Fuck drugs. Just feel your stuckness.
Why do we take drugs? To avoid our stuckness.
My God. Uh,
It's so good.
wow. Uh, part of me feels cooked right now.
I want to throw a tantrum. I'm like noticing like a tension just forming. It's like, ah, fuck. What the fuck have I been doing all my life? Oh my fucking gosh. God damn it.
Yeah, there's consequences to what we've unraveled right now. Like I'm feeling like something behind my jaw, and it's like holding my entire jaw, and it just wants to like open my mouth so wide, and just like this big yell would come out. Yeah.
I have like a whole tension network that just came online, like a helmet, like
Mm.
holding just rage. Not rage. There's not really shame in it, but I'm holding it like this like helmet of like, what the fuck have we been doing?
Mm. Yeah, I'm feeling like I have like a muzzle on, and it's like constricting like my bottom jaw and like my upper jaw. Yeah.
What a gift.
Amen. I'm gonna write God a letter tonight.
Oh.
Be like, bro, thanks for hooking me up, man. Every day.
Oh, the cosmic joke is so clear.
I love you just said that.
Fuck. 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 God damn it. I want to both scream, yell, and cry, and also celebrate at the same time.
Yeah. I want to have like an emotional orgy with myself. Uh-oh, I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at us for saying that.
I might mute the word that you said.
Please. I just remember when they banned us the first time. Oops.
I was so the good thing about this back and forth is I spent 2 weeks like writing that talk on stuckness and exploring it. That gave us the content to explore it now. And I just want to scrap it, like the whole thing, because
Wow.
this is so good. Like the talk was being the art of being with stuckness, but it's like the gift of being with stuckness. What art? The gift, bro. The fucking gift of being with stuckness. Holy shit, it's so good.
I feel so good that this back and forth just like created a new iteration for what you're gonna deliver, which so many people are gonna hear and like take something with.
I need to shake it off too, doggo.
I miss doing this with you.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived to the end of podcast number, whatever this number is, and number 10. And yeah, yay for stuckness. Yeah.
Wish you the very best stuckness in your life.
Yeah, please savor the shit out of that. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you
All right,
everyone
everyone.
for watching. Have a great
See
one.
you in the next one.
Peace.